If you are in your early 30s or mid 30s and you have never used retinol, then this video is for you. You don't want to mess it up at this beginner selection stage, because if you do mess it up, you end up choosing a wrong retinol. You will stop using it altogether, probably in the first 2 weeks, and then blame retinol. It doesn't work. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Neha here. In this video, I'm going to give you a simple 6-step framework to choose the right retinol as a beginner, so you don't end up with confusion, irritation, or wasted money. Because choosing retinol is not about percentage, it's about choosing something your skin can actually handle consistently long term. Step number 1, your skin condition. Before even you look at retinol, you need to look at your skin. Is your skin stable? Does it feel normal? Or is it irritated? If you are dealing with dryness, sensitivity, barrier damage, overexfoliation, at the point when you are trying to introduce retinol, then you should stop considering it even. It should not be your first step, because retinol increases cell turnover, and if your barrier is already weak, it will only make things worse. So step 1 is simple. If your skin is not calm, you don't start retinol at all. A quick thing before we continue, especially if you have brown skin, you've been dealing with problems like pigmentation, open pores, uneven skin tone texture. These could be barrier related problems. I have created a free guide where I break down 5 biggest mistakes that are quietly damaging your barrier without you even realizing it. It is free. You can download it right away from the pinned comments below. Also, if you have been trying to fix your skin by yourself, trying out all these formulations, all these products out there in the market, it seems confusing. I do provide one-on-one consultation where we talk about your current skin concerns, your skincare goals. What is your current skincare routine? What are the gaps? What are the mismatches? In this 1-hour deep dive call, it is not just these questions that are addressed, but also products that cause you irritation, ingredients that you might be allergic to, what's your lifestyle like, how many steps skincare you actually wish to do, how much time do you have. Plus, you get a routine recommendation and a 7 to 10 days email support where you can ask me, message me anything about any question, any confusion that you might have post our call. And you get a 15th day calibration call where it's more like an skincare audit, the routine that you followed, how much of it you were able to follow, what products you really enjoyed, what products you hated, what part of the routine really felt like an effort, and maybe we can change it to something else in the future. So if you are interested, check the link in the description and in the pinned comments. Number 2, what should you go ahead with? Retinol, or a retinal, or a prescription retinoid. And this is where I feel most beginners will get confused, because at this point in time, we see even the higher strength retinoids shown online in a way that it's suited for every skin type, when it's actually not. Retinol is slower, more beginner friendly. Retinal is stronger and is faster acting. And when you look at prescription retinoids, they are the strongest. Even when certain countries do not need a doctor's prescription to buy a retinoid, you should still be very careful. So as a beginner in your early 30s or mid 30s, start with retinol, not retinal, because with retinol, tolerance matters more than speed. Step 3, when you are a beginner, you're just starting, you are in your mid 30s or early 30s, you should not chase percentage. This is the biggest mistake. People ask me if I should start with 0.3% or 0.5% retinol. And let me tell you, percentage will not give you any idea of how this product is going to perform on your skin, outside of the fact that it could be more irritating or not. But formulation, how a product is formulated, what other ingredients it is formulated with, matters more. A poorly formulated 0.3% retinol can irritate your skin more than a well-formulated 0.5. So instead of asking what percentage, ask, can I use this consistently without irritation? That's what actually drives results. Step number 4, let's relook at the formulation, why it actually matters. 2 retinol products can have the same percentage and feel completely different. Why? Because of the base formula. Look for barrier supporting ingredients, ceramides, peptides, soothing ingredients, centella, panthenol. Avoid too many actives in one product. Overly aggressive formulations. A good beginner retinol formulation may look boring, but it is stable and more predictable, not aggressive. Step number 5, I see not many people talk about it, but when you're choosing a retinol, it is important to match it to your goal. Now, as a skincare coach, I always ask my client what are their skincare goals? What are they trying to achieve? Because using just one product for every concern of yours is a big mistake. Retinol is not a complete solution if your goal is pigmentation, melasma, dark spots, texture, acne. You may need supporting ingredients in the same routine or in the different routine or at different days altogether, like tranexamic acid, AHAs, BHAs, and other actives that might help your acne. Retinol is the foundation, it is not the entire routine. Step number 6, choose for consistency. This is the most important one. If you cannot use your retinol consistently, it will not work. So when choosing a product, ask, can I use this 2 to 3 times a week without irritation for the next 2 to 3 months? If the answer is no, it is the wrong product, because consistency beats strength every single time. Now, once you have chosen the right product, start with 2 to 3 times a week. Use on dry skin and follow up with a moisturizer. And most importantly, don't increase frequency unless your skin is stable, feels normal, doesn't feel irritated, doesn't feel sensitized. And if it does feel sensitive or irritated, reduce the frequency from 2 to 3 times a week to 2 times a week and notice how your skin responds. And when you look at introducing or starting to use retinol, listening to your skin becomes even more important. So if you are a beginner, do not overcomplicate retinol. You don't need the strongest product. You don't need the highest percentage. You need the right starting point, because when you choose correctly, everything else becomes easier. I hope you found the information in this video helpful. If you do let me know in the comments. Do check the free guide in the pinned comments and in the description if you have broken skin barrier and how can you fix it. And if you are confused about your skincare and you want to work with me one-on-one, the link is also pinned in the description and in the comments. And that is all for today's video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, stay tuned, stay beautiful.